Shalom, 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 my people, shalom. So, we probably like, where have you been? I don't know. No, I'm playing. I just been sitting around watching. Um, I want to say this. So many people don't know when to shut up and listen, right? You talk, you talk, you talk. You will never be able to hear warning signs. So I just been out the way. I've been working on my home theater. Um, just trying to enjoy life as we know it because life is it's so stressful right now, man. I've been watching a lot of heathens or whatever you want to call these people. I've been watching a lot of people now waking up. Um, I'm not gonna spit any Bible. My head is covered. No way. So I've been just watching, and I must say something is up with TikTok. Me, I don't know what. Y'all better be careful, bro. Everybody's posting their business on TikTok. What do I think? I think they're allowing this to go on because it's warfare. A lot of people think of warfare and go, oh, warfare is where you can see it. No, I think it's the heathens raging, and one group is using a platform against another group. Also, see that Facebook has been trying to do it for years now. They have been trying to censor certain things. And TikTok is like, here, where they will censor, we'll give it to you. I done seen YouTube try to censor, and now there's new sites of YouTube. And it's like, is this y'all's plan? Yes. Is y'all in control? Yes. Is the devil in control? Yes. To a certain extent. But at the end, y'all has the ultimate hand. But some people come in this for a season. I done seen people leave this truth. I done seen people join this truth. I don't want to be one to think I know it all, where I walk out of this truth and into the hands of demons or the devil or Hasatan or Satan, you call it, whatever you call it. So sometimes I just take a seat back and I relearn and come back. Not saying that y'all's truth is overwhelming, but it can be for a lot of us. Getting to know this truth can be hard on so many, including myself. I mean, even if you have learned and you know better and you do better, it's still hard. It's not the easiest walk, and it won't be the easiest walk for a lot of us. This walk requires a lot of discipline. It requires a lot of self-respect. It requires a lot of respect for the Bible. It requires love for each other. And sometimes when you're going through things, or when you're, what would you say? When you find yourself in difficult situations, then you should take a seat back and think about, what am I doing here, right? Not saying I'm going through anything. I just take a seat back sometimes, because sometimes even the teacher has to listen. You gotta, because someone else could have got something that you didn't get. So with that being said, I'm not calling myself a teacher, but I was using it as a reference. So I sit back and I just watch. I study, I learn, I watch. Lately, I ain't been doing too much studying, but I have been watching. And it's sickening, if I'm saying it right, to where we as people are also as scary to where the world is going. And it's like Satan is pulling out all his techniques, and the whole world, not just children of Israel, the whole world is falling for it. This is a time where you should spend learning Yah, learning family, learning principle. What does life really mean to you? Because if you don't, hear me out. This world is going to destroy you, and in the end, you will destroy you. So many of us follow. There's no leaders. It's sad that to think of a time, me and my wife Kiara was at a restaurant. We was somewhere, and I don't know if it was a store or a restaurant. And we was walking, I was like, wait a minute, why is everybody standing in this line? So I said, follow me. I got out the line. Now I took a chance. I could have lost my spot. So much other. Yada, yada, yada. But I took that chance, and I'm glad I did, because when I got out that line and walked forward, you know what? It was Sam's Club or Costco's, one of those. I think it was Costco's. And they had the automatic pay line where you can ring yourself up versus someone else ringing you up. And everyone was standing in that line. This line was almost to the back of me. It was so far back. And I said, no, this is crazy. There's no way it can be like this. So I walked around, all the way around this crowd. I'm not standing in that line. Now, I was in that line, and I realized, what the heck? No, I'm not, complaining. So I walked to the front and realized there was 3 lanes open, and everyone was standing in line. I said, look at all them. She said, yeah, they follow each other. Nobody's a leader. And I said, like a sheep to the slaughter, and she was like, yeah. And I said, whoa, I got to thinking like, So then I yelled to the cashier. She's looking like, what the heck? I said, everybody's back there in that line all the way to the meat department. So then she went and got on her radio and told her boss, and then they announced that, hey, we got 3 lines open. Everybody started rushing from the back of the line to the front. And I'm like, man, I'm glad we didn't follow, because if we would have missed that opportunity. I hate standing places, especially when I don't have to. So with that being said, everybody in this world is just following each other. It's the blind leading the blind. No one can see on their own. No one dared to try to see on their own. And when you do, you're considered crazy. You have to be a leader in this day and age, because your children are watching you follow, and then you create followers. But if you leave a legacy, if we live to see that long, of leadership, then your children would take on the road of leadership and not followers. But not just that, this world we living in is so chaotic. Everything is through the roof. Everything is expensive. Right now it's like eat or be ate. No one cares. No one really have love for you anymore. It's like, if I'm not doing good, then who cares, I'm sorry, y'all. All of my nose, I had to blow my nose. It was full of glitter. I've been painting my screen, and that's my little recipe. I throw a little glitter on there. And when that sun hit it, it shines, and it creates like a 3D effect. Don't tell nobody else. But anyway, so with this being said, it's just us as people are being desensitized to think on our own. And it's crazy, because that's what this world wants. But how you combat that is by following the Bible and living by the traditions of the Hebrew Israelites. Let me ask you, y'all. Living by traditions of the Hebrews. That's how you combat this. You're not strong enough to defeat the devil. You got to know that your power comes from a source that's bigger than you. And then you're able to defeat the devil by calling on the names that's bigger than you. Those names I call Yahshua. So, with that being said, I know it sounds like I'm rambling, but I don't know. I ain't been feeling it. Like, I've been sharpening my sword, because after stabbing for so long, your sword gets dull, right? And you gotta add a stone to your sword, and you gotta sharpen your sword. So I just been sharpening my sword. I gave YouTube a break, which I think I told everyone, including here. I was going to take a break. I was going to work on Yah's heart. I did partially that, But I think y'all's heart's finna change again because I don't know, bro. I just feel like, you know, hmm. Not about y'all's heart. That's my little studio setup, my green screen, I just put that aside and started working on theater. Like, you might go, why are you doing that if you think this is the end time? Because it gives me something to enjoy now, if that makes sense. Why hold on to anything? You might as well live your life, but live it according to the Bible. So I don't watch a lot of TV. I don't watch a lot of TV. But when I do, why not watch it on a 100-something inch screen? Why not enjoy what I watch when I do watch it? I don't watch a lot of TV. I do watch a lot of YouTube, but it's pretty much what I plan on doing at the time. So, like the theater, I watch a lot of how to build a theater. I watch, so that kind of stuff I indulge in. Bible, of course, Hebrew Israelites all around the world waking people up. I watch scripture, that kind of stuff. But we watched RoboCop. I don't know which one, but boy, it was great. I'll tell you that much. Wasn't no nasty scenes, it seemed like the older movies, they hit it a lot better. I'm not talking about nasty scenes, but I'm talking about the actual subliminal messages. Now they're not hiding it. Now it'll go from two people talking to two men just kissing, and I ain't got time for it. So what I'm trying to say is, take a step back. Focus. Everyone wants to be famous. Everyone wants what this world got to offer. Take all your strength out of that and put it into your family. Put it in to trying to leave a good legacy. And I'm not talking about with people, but with your family. Put it in something like beating curses. That's what you do. Put it in love and see if it grows. Start doing what make you happy and quit living for everyone else. We cannot afford it right now. This is it, people. This is it. The world is going mad. And you trying to be a part of the world makes you mad. This is not cool, bro. Food is on the rise. Everything is starting to fail. It's only a matter of time before martial law happens. You have to find peace within you. You have to quit stressing. If you know that Yah is great and he's good and he's going to take care of you, then why are you stressing? Put your peace in him. Put your strength in him. Put your knowledge, your wisdom in him. Sometimes you got to take a step back and re-strategize and come back at it. You got to go, what am I doing here? That's what you got to do, bro. You gotta rethink of what you're doing. Sometimes it takes some maneuvering. It takes some getting rid of. It takes some, man, look, you gotta reboot. Everything and everyone, reboot. Reboot your phone. If you ain't use that app, don't force yourself to use it. You gotta reboot. Because they're feeding so much garbage down our throat to where you can't even think straight. There's so much stuff going in your brain to where you don't even know the person you are. And you right where they want you. Lost, confused, dumb, miserable, ratchet. You right where they want you. Reboot yourself and give the honor where the honor is deserved. Give the grace where the grace is deserved. Give the mercy where the mercy is deserved. I have learned, and I will continue to learn. I'm never too smart. I will always learn. I am humble to be walking his earth because I don't have to be. I am humble. Every day I wake up and see the sunrise, I go, thank you, Yah, because it's another day that I woke up. It's getting hard, people. It's going to get harder. You're going to need family. But I mean, when family fails, then you have Yah, which family is going to fail you in these days. So let me say this, don't count on family. I was talking immediate, your kids. They going to become your best friend. They going to become, throughout all this, because they can't leave you. Your kids, well, some of them can, but they always come back home. Your kids will become your biggest fight, your biggest motivator. You have to know that all you got is your family that you have now. People are going to distance themselves. They're going to talk crap. All hell is going to feel like it's breaking loose. And that's exactly what the system wants. Because in order to put an end to all this, they got to stop this communication level that we all have. You have to kill this communication level, and that's what Yah is saying also. But they're trying to kill it to infiltrate or enforce something else inside of you, right? They want to shut you off and reprogram you. But Yah is trying to do the same thing, but not shut you off. He want to install him on top of you and give you the wisdom and the knowledge to defeat what they're trying to do to you, to combat you. So they want to corrupt you, but Yah wants to love you. He wants to stop them from corrupting you. It's like the good guy versus the bad guy. But so many of us is going to look at the bad guy as the good guy until it's too late. You have to be able to combat what they're doing in you. In order to combat that, you have to turn everything off. Reboot. Everything has to be turned off, and you got to be reprogrammed. In order to do that with this time we live in, is to shut it all off. Grab you a book, Bible. Don't go too far. Bible. And just let it all download. And when you let it all download, just keep letting it download. And before you know it, you start walking in those footsteps. Now, don't get me wrong, it's never easy because you're living in what we consider Babylon. You're living in modern day hell. And their whole agenda is to keep you there because people don't know the oppressed can never rise. As long as you're down and out, you're going to complain. You're going to be angry. You will never do anything. You're just going to always be down and out. You will always spend money, blow your money. You would never, the poor stays poor. You would never become anything useful because every act that you do would end in, well, they just going to take it. But when you put your hope in something they can't take, which is the world to come or the kingdom or heaven, they can't take that from you. Then you walk knowing that my riches is guarded. It's like normal people go to the bank. The elite don't go to the bank, right? They got people doing it for them, but not just that. Their most valuable possessions are put into safes. And they go, nobody can get in that safe. I'm good, and that's what you have to do. The Bible is your safe. Or let's say your brain is your safe. And as you put your gold, which is the Bible or the word of the Bible, the more you put inside of that safe, your brain, the more you're storing up. And no one can take it. Now you can lose it all by going back into this world and doing worldly things. But the more you save, the easier it becomes and the more you put up for you. That's where we need to be. We got to stop trying to live for this world and live for what matters. And the only thing that's going to matter when this break down is your God. We call him Yah. My Abba Yah is the only thing that's going to matter. Because that's the only thing you're going to have to rely on. When this world go crashing down and everybody go burning with it, the only thing you're going to have to save you is your belief. And if your belief system was never strong, then you in trouble. But if you, but if you put your storage away, then you can always go back and bring that back, if that makes sense. But I'm out of here, y'all. Be safe, stay with y'all, love y'all. Peace. Oh, I ain't went nowhere, I ain't dead, I'm alive. Y'all has me, I'm great. For those on you, Facebook, you already know that because I stay posting updates. But for everywhere else, I am alive. But don't look forward to me for lessons, because everything is given to me by Yah. You can do the same thing I do. Open your Bible and read it. But with that being said, I will be posting lessons soon. Just trying to make sure everything is better. I don't want nothing looking half done. But anyways, don't look forward to me doing anything. You have to do it on your own. At the end of the day, I can't save you. Even if I could, like Paul said, I wouldn't. You have to do the work. You have to be strong, because when this is said and done, your pastor can't get you into heaven. He can't change how you believe. He can only, and then you go, woo, I'm getting saved today. And then you go out there to fight the world and realize you ain't as strong as your pastor. Why you not as strong? Because your pastor put in that work and not you. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of these pastors are crooked, but you have to put in the work. You have to do your own work. This is your homework. Do your own work. Quit looking for others to save you. Quit giving all your money away, because it's not going to work. You have to put in the work. And if you're not willing to put in the work, then you ain't worthy enough to be chose. Hallelujah. Stay blessed. Peace.